just off speed alone, I'm giving it to Harley. I think Sarah can just be an absolute menace. Um, if you are playing Raven though, Raven has a very safe nair you can use to kind of keep space when when you need it. But again, the combo expression is something that takes some time to put together. So, what to see. I mean,
Ah, all right.
yeah,
This is
this
just
will be
like one of these
this will be a
boys
fun one
love
indeed
video games.
to watch. Let's go ahead and get started here. Both players doing a little dance, trying to figure out who's gonna go in first. Harley connected the bat bomb to herself. Okay, starts off with a nice little aerial combo. Some somewhat Mott's-esque to your type of play. That is one thing that we see him do quite a bit. Not really doing a whole lot now, using that nair from Raven to kind of keep good space.
You need a big dose
Both
of
players
chill.
trying to make something happen with their utility. Bat bomb's not really doing anything, just sitting on the platform. Okay, well, they're both again, both players playing it very safe here. Just chipping away at each other just to see what you can do here. I mean, whenever it's your first time going to get someone, you really want to see what they're capable of. So I mean, I guess I can't say that I'm too surprised that game one has a little bit of a slower start off here.
No, absolutely. Feeling out your opponent is very important, making sure you don't overextend yourself. We did see a very nice parry there from the Harley, able to get a really good damage window in on Raven. Starting to see progression towards those more sort of kill range heat levels. Currently at 75 to 69, very nice, very nice. As we see Harley playing around the edge of the map with that bat bomb, trying to sort of maybe goad Raven into trying to make a false move, but she doesn't. Raven securing the first stock of the matchup at 96, which by all accounts is still very much comeback inviting for Harley here. Although it does still appear Raven's doing very well at controlling the stage.
Indeed. I mean, Raven's abilities do have a nice chunk of spacing on them. And, I see Raven the same way that I see Black Adam, to where it's not about, chaining combos and looking pretty while doing it. It's about spacing. It's about positioning. Speaking of positioning, Kiwi just positioned themselves off of the map, getting hit here by Harley. So it's even now, one stock to one. Only 70 heat on Harley, so game's not over. You can still work your way back into this, especially playing Harley. I will say, I haven't necessarily seen too much use of the Sair on Harley. I do feel like that is one of the best ways to engage in combos in this game. However, I will give it to Kiwi, really good at keeping space, as you see right there, knowing how to get out, knowing exactly how long and how wide that attack is going to be, and then just setting yourself in the right position here. Ooh, use of the Raven into the Sair. Kiwi is disgusting.
Very, very good utility of a new kit in the game. Someone who has clearly spent a lot of time practicing and spent a lot of time sort of analyzing every possible position they can be in. But also, as we do see Harley even up the stock count here, and we are practically on a 0-0 for the final stocks. So very, very even games. We're seeing Harley now start to really get that damage up. But with Kiwi's use of Raven here, the ability to adapt on the fly at any given moment, especially in the early stages of this match, is truly proven what level of skill they have on this field. Very nice catch on the Harley there, who is slowly starting to get that damage built up. We're seeing that heat level increase. The bat bomb is going to detonate now, and that puts them in a very good position to start dealing damage. Not quite enough for the elimination, but we do seem to be getting closer and closer to endgame as Raven is now in kill range.
Yeah, I have to give props to Kiwi for their use of spacing. However, vibes on Harley using the Nair to end the first matchup here. that started off in a sense where I was thinking this really could go either way, and I think that in that last talk, it was just Vibes was just able to just make more connections than early on. Yeah, it was a solid matchup. I'm excited to see if there are any adjustments that need to be made. Of course, both players were kind of just dancing around each other to start, just to see feel each other out. But I think this is where we start to see both players get warmed up, and the series really begins.
As we now open up on Trophy's Edge for our second round of the series here. Harley, very, very aggressive opening, using that platform to get a nice juggle up with the, the Louisville Slugger? Are you still calling it that?
All the time.
Very, very nice indeed. We see Raven here at 75. He is starting to build up a little bit of damage on Harley, but there is the elimination looking very, very strong. Vibes is absolutely running away with the early momentum here. We're really looking at Kiwi to try and break through the defense, but every time that it appears that they're going to, that bat bomb comes in and just breaks up the momentum like the flick of a switch. Vibe has done incredibly well at maintaining control over the space of the stage, using that jack-in-the-box sort of create that little bit of space in defense to prevent Kiwi from pushing in as much as they would. Kiwi is starting to set up a nice little edge guard here and is building up that damage. It needs to be said they have done very well on this second stock to avoid the majority of damage, but I think we are slowly going to see that slow, methodical play become more and more fast-paced and chaotic as the timer does tick down and stress does continue to build.
Yeah, one of the things I've noticed here is that Kiwi is very mindful of Raven's lack of strength when it comes to edge guarding on, from a downward angle. Raven's dare isn't the most accurate, and it can be quite annoying to make a solid connection with. So therefore, whenever you do see Kiwi get Vibes off stage, not really getting too active there. In this case, though, able to use the up tilt there, aerial up tilt, in order to get Vibes off. So now we're sitting at 1-1, 84 to about 20 here. Not too much of a gap. You can definitely close that if you're on the side of Kiwi. Just gotta continue to use that nair, for that spacing. Combo it into Sarah. It's probably the most common connection that you will see Raven players use currently. And obviously, as the meta grows, you'll probably begin to see more confirms, and then of course players will start to call those confirms broken and cry about it online until it gets dark.
We saw a very, very well placed bat bomb there, securing the second stop for Harley, and again, signature part of the kit is using that bat bomb to try and control where your opponent is going to land. And it's obviously, we've seen very skilled players avoid the bat bomb detonation for the most part, but with how much pressure Vibes is applying to Kiwi right now, detonations like that where you don't always catch the dodge as perfectly as you can, it is par for the course at this point. Kiwi doing very, very well to try and begin that comeback build. As we now see Vibes is eliminated, and we do see that second stock in favor of Kiwi going down to the final stock of the game. But a beautiful parry from Vibes here, who instantly starts building up those ignite stacks once again, getting that chip damage in as we see Kiwi in kill range. This could be the end of days as Vibes trying now to desperately get that elimination. Both players playing very, very close to the bottom edge of the stage. Looks like Raven trying to use her summons to play defensively. It's not gonna work out.